Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for Mid-May Tarot reading, and your energy is, oh my gosh, it's the Queen of Wands. Okay, because this actually fell out when I was shuffling, and I put it back in, and I was like, if it's meant to come back out, then it will come back out, and this is your energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who is not ashamed for who she is. She's completely herself. She's completely authentic. She tells the truth. She has integrity. She doesn't need to go out and prove anything to anyone at all. She is who she is. I love the Queen of Wands. All right. She can be a bit intense sometimes, not gonna lie, but you always know that she's telling the truth. All right, so what does Scorpio need to know for mid-May? Interesting. I'm not making as many facial expressions today because my cheek's really sore, by the way. Otherwise, I'd be doing a smile because this is looking pretty good. Okay, so this has to do with the energy in the past with the situation of what you need to know is the Knight of Cups. This can often represent someone who's fickle in love. This could be you. This could be another person who is approaching you. Honestly, maybe I'm kind of feeling like for most of you, remember these are general readings, but I'm kind of feeling most of you are the ones who are maybe being a bit fickle in love, like being like, well, like you like someone and you want to be with them, but you're like, well, I don't know about forever. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's kind of fickle because you're not, you want to give love, you want to be in love and all of that, but it's, you know, not really, you don't really want it in the long term. So that is a bit of fickleness. Also, this can be also represent being like, you know, well underway, something that is emotionally important to you. Cups represent emotion. And also, so it could be something that you love doing, or it could be you're well into a relationship, right? But it's not quite at that, like, you know, together forever term. It's still kind of a bit in the beginning stages, not like brand new, but still kind of new. Okay, so your energy coming up right now. Oh my gosh, I'm liking this, okay? Unless you mess it up, but keep listening. Okay, so your energy, you're coming up as the Nine of Pentacles. So you feel like you're so happy and like at your highest level when it comes to being single in a relationship, but it could also be like in a business relationship, right? Maybe you're like, you know, happily, you know, married, right? This could represent that you are the owner of your own business, or you're doing a lot of like trading or something like that, and you're so successful individually in this aspect of your life, okay? For a lot of you, this is going to be love or something that you love, okay? The energy around you, this is interesting because, okay, I'm actually just going to show all three cards. So this is your energy. Oh, sorry, this is representing you. This is the energy around you, and this is what you need to know, okay? So again, independent, successful, you know, as successful as you can be at an individual basis. The energy around you is this King of Cups, and that is quite a few steps up from this energy in the past with the Knight of Cups. So if this is about like a relationship with like someone that, a romantic partnership or a friendship or like a business on the side you have or whatever that is, right? The energy around you that may manifest itself physically soon is to be all in, like to be fully in, to fully commit to this business idea, to fully commit to this creative project, to fully commit to this person or this family or whatever it is, right? And I think you're going to have a huge awakening about that because this is the Rejuvenation card. In other decks, it's called the Judgment card, the Day of Reckoning, the Day of Judgment. And that's when everything comes up to the surface, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There is like the most awareness about a particular situation on a very deep level. Also because this is a major arcana card. It's very intense. It's definitely happening. Everything's coming to the surface. And I think you might realize that you really do want to go all in with whatever this situation is for you, okay? And that's what you feel on an emotional level, right? The outcome, however, I feel like you're going to get all up in your head because the outcome is the Seven of Swords, and that is deceit, trickery, hiding information. It could be information from you or the other person. Like, so for example, if this is a romantic relationship or whatever this is, one scenario is, you know, you do truly want to go all in and totally commit to this person or project, but you're going to actually hide it from them. And by not saying it, But you're going to be like, oh, I'm not lying because I didn't say something was a lie. But you can still lie by omission. You're not truly communicating what you think, what you feel towards this other person or organization. This could be you lying to yourself, like, you know, deep down on an intuitive spiritual level, like, you want to fully commit. This is something you truly love, right? But you might be kind of holding it back temporarily because you get all up in your head and you're lying to yourself and you have this huge blind spot that you're not acknowledging, okay? About the situation, right? It will take time, I feel like, for you. The situation is being aspected by temperance, right? So I feel like on a spiritual level, it might take a bit of time for you to integrate this new information, this new awareness, and it will take as much time as it needs to, right? Divine timing with that one, okay? But also it has to do a little bit with like how fast you're able to process and integrate this new information into you. And then you are being aspected by the Ten of Pentacles. You do want security, okay? You might have been like an entrepreneur and doing like little contracts here and there, but truly what you want is to have that security, the secure job, the secure income. If this has to do with like a house, for example, you want to own your house and be able to like pay it off very easily. If this is to do with a romantic relationship, you want to get married or at least have that lifelong commitment and live together and have a family together, okay? You want it all, and why not? Because why not just get what we want? Okay, anyways, let's do some clarifying cards, get a little bit more information for our Scorpios. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, the energy in the past, when we've got that Knight of Cups, remember, kind of fickle in love, and then that's being aspected by the Tower. So I feel like okay, this could be a new person. Like, obviously, if this is about romantic relationships, and we've got the Knight of Cups in the past and the energy of the King of Cups in the present that will physically manifest soon if it hasn't already. If this is to do whatever this is, like when you were dipping your toes into this relationship and maybe being serious with this business or whatever, I feel like that fickleness totally blew up in your face and it's just not going to work. Like, it didn't have the security that you want. Like, maybe you never wanted to fully commit to a job, so you're like, oh, a little bit here, a little bit there, but then lately it's like, okay, now you have no work because that was not sustainable. That was in the long run. Anyways, so that's not working out anymore. That's the past, okay? You do have deep desires. Like, you do want to be, you are very happy that your wish has been fulfilled with being like very successful on an independent level, and that's great, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But that's kind of like you've made it to the as high a level as you can go on an individual basis in this aspect of your life, and so that is a desire that's been fulfilled, which is amazing. Look at this. What did I say? You want more commitment because and that will truly make you feel like emotionally stable as well, because that King of Cups is being aspected by the Hierophant. This represents like order and structure and rules and tradition. This can often represent, marriage. Like, you want to get married, or you want that secure contract, you want to own a home, you want to like settle your roots down in this aspect of your life, right? And I think it's because you're done with the stress. You have just, it's been too stressful, it's been too much, you've just like reached the end of your tether, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with the situation ever again. You want structure, you want stability, okay? Yeah, you're your own worst enemy, okay? Because like, you beat yourself up, and it's part of what makes you strong. But I think like there's also this part of you that I think maybe feels like, oh, I'm strong enough. Oh, I can take it. It's like, okay, why? Oh, so we should stay in a situation because it's not that painful, but it's still painful. So why are we putting ourselves in those situations, okay? But you are going to have like one last kind of battle, and I feel like that's the battle with either your communication with yourself or with other people. And like sometimes it might take you a little bit longer to face reality of like what you really think. But again, that could be another person, right? That could be the other person in the relationship too as well. Yeah, one way that you can actually kind of like integrate this new part of you that realizes you really just want like commitment and stability and structure, or at least a bit more in your life, is you can start planning for it. So just start having some ideas. So if you want to like buy a house just for fun, like look and see what's out on the market, you know. If you want to find a partnership, like you might want to make a dating profile. You don't even have to make it active, but you know what I mean? Just kind of like start planning, or even don't even just that. Think about like, what do I want in a partner? What do I want in a job? What kind of house do I want? Like how many rooms and all of that. So just start the planning phase of that. Just thinking about it more. And yeah, the 10 of Pentacles is being aspected by the Princess of Pentacles. So, you know, you might want to start putting your money where your mouth is, start taking some action steps at some point. All right, so let's get some advice cards for Scorpio for the situation. Just get them all out. There we go. All right, so first advice card. 5 of Swords. Okay, this is a little bit about communication, sometimes with other people as well. Sometimes this can be like a whole bunch of that arguing in our head, right? So if that's the case, you definitely want to meditate more, or clear your head, or just do some journaling or whatever it is to just kind of like calm yourself down. But this can also represent arguing with other people. And if other people are being argumentative, you know how it is. A lot of times people will like start an argument and it's not because they want a solution, it's because they just like to argue. And that's what it looks like in the situation. So if there's anyone like that in your life, just walk away. You're not going to get the last word anyway, so you might as well just walk away and leave it. Second advice card, we've got the 5 of Cups. I feel like you've gone through a lot of like emotional ups and downs, roller coaster recently, maybe since your childhood, for example. And just to make sure that you get balanced emotionally again as much as possible. Easier said than done, but do what you got to do, self-care and all that. All right, third advice card, we've got the 3 of Wands. So you will eventually want to start taking some action steps in this, figure out the direction that you're going to go in your life and follow your intuition. And the 4th advice card, we've got the Ace of Wands. When you do have that intuitive spark, act on it in 1 minute. Like, so for example, let's say you've got this like great idea, at least write it down, you know what I mean? Or like make a little voice note to yourself or something like that, okay? If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. Definitely make sure you're subscribed unless you are already, of course, and hit the notification bell because I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. And if you're still here, secret bonus card, the Hierophant. Look at that. Commitment. You want commitment. Order amongst the chaos of the world or certain aspects of your life. All right? Have a good one. Bye.